Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Today we're going to talk about a retro style platforming game that is green all over. It's Awesome P. Yeah, Awesome P Part 2. Now, I covered the original Awesome P back in the day, so I was like, you know what? I want to check this one. And Greedy P is back in all its glory. The thing that originally attracted my attention to Awesome P and Awesome P2 was the obvious graphical style. That's a very good little callback to the original Game Boy. You know, that green and black pixelated little look that just feels so classic, and it really captures the feel of playing a Game Boy game. So what is Awesome P2 like? Well, it's about 25 levels of some really challenging platforming. Yeah, you control Greedy P as he navigates his way through very obstacle-filled levels that include everything from platforms to spikes to buzzsaws to enemies moving back and forth. All sorts of stuff that you could think of, you could name. It's in this game. So Awesome P controls with the D-pad, and he has a double jump that he can do. And that's it. You don't have any attack. You don't have any way to defend yourself. It's basically based on your skill. Now, this is in the vein of other games like Super Meat Boy or Ninja Rabbit and other games like that. You know, this kind of indie genre that has this trial and error feel where you're going to die several times on some of these stages. And unlike some of those games, like I just played Duck Souls, it has checkpoints halfway through the screen. This one doesn't, which increases the challenge tenfold. Now, I personally like games like these because they are quick pick up and play type of games. And what better console than the Nintendo Switch to do pick up and play, which is the version that I bought. Now, this came out cross-platform wide. It's on PS4, it's on Xbox One, it's on the Nintendo Switch, and it's on the PC. So whatever platform you choose to fanboy over, go ahead. Me, I picked the Nintendo Switch version, which is a digital-only title at this time, and probably will never go physical because it's not that big of a game. Unless they did a Awesome P 1 and 2 physical release, it's probably not going to happen. But anyways, back to the game. This is a lot of trial and error. You're going to be getting frustrated. You're going to throw your controller at your TV. You're going to kick your dog. And you're going to curse at your mother because you're going to land on spikes. And no matter how far you are in the stage, you will teleport all the way back to the beginning and have to start from square one. There's no checkpoint at all. So, yeah, it can be quite frustrating. There was times where I was just like, oh my gosh, I was right there at the end of the stage, and I would have to start, and it was just, oh my gosh. But, you know, it's funny that most of the games that have this cute look with, like, characters that just look so cartoony and adorable that you want to squeeze are some of the hardest games out there. Now, if you're an arcade, old-school platformer fanatic, this might not be that much of a challenge for you because the stages aren't that big, and you might actually be able to play through them. It is obviously easier than a Super Meat Boy, which is pretty much the gold standard when it comes to these games. But, you know, you can get through the first few levels with no problem, but then it just becomes a huge degree. One thing that I would like to say is I would have liked to see a lot more of a differential type of feel with this game in the original. The only main real thing that makes this game different from the first one is that the stages are a bit more detailed. You can see the sprite work was done a little bit more better, stuff like that. But I would have liked to seen some additional power-ups, maybe some, you know, different character options, some customization options with your character, you know, different palettes and stuff. The only real setting that you could fix in this game is to turn the CRT look off or on. I would have liked, you know, maybe to change the color blue or yellow or something, kind of change it up a little bit, have some display options and stuff like that. But there wasn't even any leaderboards. So, like, other than trying to get the best score for yourself, that's about it. So each stage has a bunch of coins scattered through it. Some of them have big, like, emerald jewel looking things. So if you're a completionist and you want to 100% it and meet the challenge, these are usually scattered at really hard to reach places or jumps. Me, I just was happy when I was finally able to get to the finish of some of these stages because, my God, was I ever frustrated. So, another main chief complaint I would have to say about this game is the fact that it is actually rather short. There's only about 24 or 25 levels, or maybe even less than that. there's not that big of a game. You can see all the levels on the world map, and by the time you get to level 10, you're about halfway through the game. And I was like, wow, is that really it? I would have liked to seen a variety of more levels, considering that this game probably didn't take up that much time to put together and stuff. I can understand if maybe it was built by a smaller indie studio that probably just had like a handful of people, but it's a sequel to a game, and I feel like with a genre like this, you should have at least, a good assortment of levels, maybe a different, type of local vibe and theme in some of these. Sometimes you'll see it like a weird dungeon and, just kind of like caves and stuff. I would have liked to see a little bit more variety of the design and stuff. Maybe see different variety of sprites and characters and things. Because it really made the game feel a lot more limited than it should have been. This game, if it was maybe developed a little bit more, had a little bit more options and stuff, it would have felt a lot more fleshed out. Because, I'm going to be honest, the mechanics, the game mechanics, the controls, it's pretty solid. It controls like a really solid platforming game. It's just, I wish there was a little bit more to this game than what is out there and stuff. For the price, okay, I see, it's not too expensive. Right now in the eShop, I believe it is barely even that much of a price. I think it's only, let me see. Let's go ahead, because I didn't look at it. I'm going to check my phone right now so we can judge how much this game is costing. I believe it is $3.99, and it's on sale actually as of this video. So I guess the money is there for what this game offers. $3.99 is not too bad of a deal for a quick pick up and play game. But once you get through this, there's no real incentive to continue on. There's no global leaderboard. There's no different types of modes. There's no multiplayer. There's no time attack. There's no any kind of variety other than just breezing through the game, trying to better your score for yourself. This day and age, I would have liked, especially with a challenge game like this, some kind of functionality or different options and modes to spice it up a little bit, because, I don't know, you'll play through the game once and that's probably about it. For $3.99, it's not going to break the bank, obviously. If you enjoyed the first Awesome P, then you will enjoy Awesome P2. I think it's an okay game. If I was to actually grade it on the 8-Bit Eric video game grading scale, I would probably honestly give Awesome P2 a solid 7 out of 10. It's honestly not a bad game by any means. Again, I feel the indie developers did a great job putting this together. This is obviously their main character, their main franchise, since they've made 2 sequels of it. I just wish they would have kind of expanded a little bit more in regards to how the game is put together. Because there's some great games out there, again, with this genre, with the same type of gameplay style, where they just have a lot of stuff to them. They have, like, stages that have different types of mechanics. They switch stuff up. They have, like, everything from gravity being kind of loose to, the stage actually moving to, stages that are backwards or black and white or silhouetted or, pixelated, and, you can customize a character. You could change what character you're playing. Stuff like that. I honestly would have liked a little bit more options at there. Also with the settings, changing the display and stuff like that. So I feel they really didn't flesh it out as much as they could, and it really limited it, because I enjoy the playthrough that I had with Awesome P2. So, yeah, a 7 out of 10 seems fair for a $3.99 game that you can get on all of the consoles right now. So I played the Switch version. Didn't experience any hiccups and stuff. But, yeah, that is going to be it, guys. Really appreciate you guys watching the video, as always. If this was your first time coming to the channel, feel free to throw that subscription. Become part of the 8BE Nation. Let's help get this video shared and sent out. Click that share button. Tweet it. Put it on Facebook. Don't forget to leave a like or dislike. Any engagement helps spread this channel across the YouTube algorithm. And comment down below with your thoughts. Let me know what you think of this game. Does this look like something that you want to play? Did you play the first one and you're interested in the sequel? Or is this something that you want to pass on? Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. As always, you're awesome. Have a great day. Hasta la vista. Buenos noches. And see you next time. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description.
You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.